And people of Kajiado love you, appreciate you, and so today we are happy once more as a county to host you. Waziri karibu, na our president karibu sana. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On the first visit to Italy with your ambassador who is here with us, we went to see a gentleman who has become my friend, who is also was your friend, has become my friend, but is a friend of Kenya. And because of him, today we are able to cooperate in this very big international project that benefits not just Kenya, but the international community. And in that project, I've worked hand in hand with a gentleman who is here with us today. We have tried to teach him a bit of Swahili, but he has not managed any. So I would like to invite Kamal Gribi, chairman of GSD, to just say a few words.
Very simple. I thank for the time. 2019, when the president wanted to do something for his own people, of his country, and he mentioned the mental health wellness hospital. Today, because the willingness of the both party, of the president who want to do something for his own people, for the benefit, and this is why today we are here. So I'm not going to say much. I'm going to say, this will stay forever. It's the beginning of an era, the beginning of something we started, and we will look forward to finish, and we come back again and come back again. And Excellency, this is why we start and we end. But in the rest, I'm going to give the last 2 words to Paulo, my son, to speak in technical, much better than me, because he's more better. So, Paulo, 2 minutes, finish the dialogue. Thank you, Excellency.
Thank you, everyone, Mr. President, ministers. Basically, the president said that he wanted to do something for an issue that is growing worldwide. It's the issue of anxiety, of depression, of addictions, and it's something that is worldwide, everywhere. And it's something that was new in Kenya, because it's something linked to the change from rural life to urban life. And so we started to talk, we started to work together, we started to work with Ministry of Health, and very fast we managed to make something concrete. And so here there will be a facility that is not only a facility that is a mental wellness hub that is at Kenyan standard or African standard. It will be worldwide standard. Why? Because here is going to be a hospital, but also university. This place is going to be, I said, so an hospital, but also university. This place going to be totally independent in a couple of years, this mental wellness hub. And it will start in maximum 5-6 years to produce new know-how that no one has. And for that, it will be a reference for the world. It will be the hub for mental wellness for Kenya, for the region, and for the world. Because you have a know-how we don't have, and vice versa. And so together we can make something really unique.
Thank you, Minister.
And thank you also, Minister Di Maio, for being here at this very important moment for Italy, for Kenya, but for the world also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paolo. Your Excellency, when we did go to Italy, we also encountered another gentleman who was very, very encouraging, and we are happy that today he comes here also not just as the Foreign Affairs Minister of Italy, but also a friend of Kenya as well. I was trying to persuade him, sir, that this area, this is where the famous, world famous Maasai people come from. They come from this place. And now we want a world famous hospital to be also known for this place. May I therefore take this opportunity, sir, to invite Luigi Di Maio, who is the Foreign Affairs Minister of the Italian government. Please, karibu.
Dear President Kenyatta, dear Minister, dear Governor, dear Kamel, dear authorities, it's a great pleasure to be here. And I would like to read a few words on behalf of the Italian government. We praise the cooperation between the Kenyan Ministry of Health and the Italian group company, Gruppo San Donato, that is desiring and supporting the engineering works for the new Uhuru International Neuropsychiatric Hospital in Nairobi. University, a research center, and many other facilities. It also been inspired by a light footprint approach, safeguarding the beautiful landscape of the famous Green Gong Hills. And civil society organizations in Kenya. 120 years ago, in 1902, the first Italian missionaries arrived in central Kenya and established dispensaries and ambulatories to provide health care for the populations. A people-to-people relation that was and still is at the core of the friendly relations between our countries. Later on, many more Italians came to Kenya, volunteers, NGOs, farmers, investors, researchers, entrepreneurs, finding a welcoming nation, reaching opportunities and partnership in a number of sectors. Let me just mention as a further example of fruitful cooperation, the Luigi Broglio Space Center in Malindi, that is now a bright example of joint management of our two space agencies for the mutual benefit of our countries and all people involved. Mr. President, colleagues and friends, we look forward to further developing the cooperation we have established throughout all these years. Today, we make a step further in this direction. My best wishes for the development of the project New Uhuru International Neuropsychiatric Hospital, and I'm sure will be more than successful and will foster even closer relations between Italy and Kenya. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, before I take the opportunity to welcome His Excellency the President, Your Excellency, let me just say one thing. That today in the world, if you are looking at cancer being treated for cancer, there are very many places where people can propose that you go to. You can go to India, you can go to US, you can go to the UK. If you are looking for heart disease problems, a lot of other places too can be mentioned for you. If you are looking for a kidney transplant, now we are doing it at KU here at Kenyatta National Hospital, but there are very many other places that can be mentioned to you. And Your Excellency, I remember my conversation with you when you were talking and you were asking, if you have a serious mental problem, where do you find the expertise for it? And it dawned on us that a very serious problem that affects almost every family did not have a very serious institution to tackle. Our Mathare Hospital has been with us for the last 50 years and requires serious improvement. And so, Your Excellency, I want to thank you. I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Because through your leadership, through your contacts with the people we are dealing with today, through your support in both the cabinet and at the Ministry of Health, we have managed to come this place. We still have a long way to go, and we are sure you'll continue to support us. But for now, Your Excellency, I just want to tell all these people that we appreciate and we are very grateful in the leadership you have given us to get us to this place. Makofi tafadhali. And because it's your day and because it's late, I could tell a whole story here, sir. To your annoyance, I am sure, because I can't stop talking about this hospital. And therefore, before I get there, let me take this opportunity. Tafadhali simameni, tumkaribishe rais, ndio atusungumzie. Makofi tafadhali. Karibu sana, Your Excellency.
Asante sana Mutahi. Nashukuru. Na tafadhali tuketi, asante. Hamjambo wenzangu. Hamjambo tena. Kwanza pole, naomba radhi kwa sababu ya kuchelewa. Tumechelewa na najua mmeshinda hapa, lakini ni vile mambo yalikuwa siku ya leo yamekuwa mengi. Hiyo tutaongea baadaye, acha mimi. Lakini kwanza mpokee pole zangu, si ni hiyo? Mengine tutaongea. Sawa sawa. So, honorable ministers of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Italy, Honorable Minister of Health, Kenya, our distinguished guests and partners who have joined us here today, the governor of this great county of Kajiado, viongozi wote ambao wamefika hapa, wananchi wenzangu, hamjambo tena. Let me say how pleased I am to join you all today as we strengthen our social response to the plight of our brothers and sisters who have for long been suffering in silence from mental health challenges. Historically, mental health services in Kenya have been of very low quality and inaccessible to the majority of our citizens. And for a long time, the Mathari Referral and Teaching Hospital was the only institution of its kind in our country. While my administration has made some impressive gains in healthcare generally, progress on mental health care has not kept pace. Out of the 47 counties, it is only 15 that have some form of mental health management units, and most of these facilities are in need of significant infrastructural improvements to enable them to offer high-quality wellness services to our citizens. And it is for this reason that this facility is a most welcome development within our health sector. It shall, and in addressing the mental neurological conditions that have become more prevalent in Kenya, be of tremendous use. Indeed, available empirical evidence shows that 25% of our outpatients and 40% of inpatients in our public health facilities exhibit mental health conditions. Indeed, our country has recorded a rise in cases of suicide, anxiety disorders, increased drug and substance abuse, and this situation has been made worse by the inadequate numbers of mental health workers, a lack of efficient diagnosis and referral systems, and shortages of the tools and medicines required for proper treatment. To address this health challenge, we constituted a few years back a special task force on mental health headed by my good friend Dr. Jenga, Asante sana Daktari, to study the status of mental health in the country and to recommend transformative solutions to reform our mental health systems. True to its mandate, the task force submitted on time its report in July of 2020. The report clearly specified the key mental health issues that are of concern to Kenyans, but more importantly, it provided clear recommendations which, once effectively implemented, will go a long way in improving the mental well-being of our people. As a follow-up to the task force recommendations, the government has taken a raft of measures with the support and collaboration of various state agencies and development partners. We have built human resource capacity for mental health through the recruitment and deployment of 146 psychologists to 47 counties and 16 medical social workers. We are also in the process of establishing a mental health information system to collect and manage data on mental health in Kenya. This database will form a platform on which Kenya's future mental health policies and investments in mental health care will be anchored. Additionally, the Ministry of Health is operationalizing a mental health call center with the goal of improving access to mental health services for all Kenyans. And while we are doing our part, we call on more partners and agencies to advocate for mental health and also to allocate more resources to stem the tide of mental health challenges. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to assure all Kenyans that we have begun our mission to transform mental health services in our country, as evidenced by this groundbreaking ceremony for this facility, which, when fully operational, will work closely with other regional and global centers of excellence to ensure that Kenyans and the people of our region receive the highest standard of mental health service. It is important to underscore that the management of this hospital will ensure that all those seeking services here access quality mental health care services in an environment that promotes recovery with dignity and respect. And indeed, it is expected to bring a paradigm shift in the existing negative narratives and attitudes currently associated with mental illness. It is only right that people freely seek mental health services without fear or shame, and this facility will provide such an environment. Further, to ensure that our people at every level across our country access the mental health services that they need, 4 regional centers of excellence will be concurrently re-established to support this institution. We are also poised to expand our training capacity of the critically needed health workforce needed to offer mental health services across our country. As a research facility, this facility will collaborate with universities and other research institutions across the world to conduct research on mental health conditions aimed at improving evidence-based care and to improve the necessary policy shift in mental health care. Additionally, to ensure access to affordable quality mental health care, the National Health and Insurance Fund benefit package will include medical health services. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I want to urge all 47 counties to emulate the national government by increasing their investment in primary health care, including mental health care. These investments foster mental well-being, combat stigma against mental health challenges, manage broad social detriments, address drug and substance abuse, especially amongst our youth population, and provide outpatient support services for the same. I also call upon all other stakeholders to join us in scaling up investment in mental health care. The mental health care inequality is the focus of this year's World Mental Health Day, which will be marked later this year under the theme, Make Mental Health and Well-Being for All a Global Priority. So today, as we lay this foundation stone and break ground on this seminal facility, I do urge every Kenyan suffering from mental health challenges to seek assistance from the expanding network of facilities and services. Let therapy and mental health checks be a regular part of our health care, just as regular checkups are the norm for physical health. And to my fellow Kenyans, I call upon each and every one of you, let us work together to eliminate the stigma around mental health by actively supporting those in mental distress through offering a helping hand and an understanding shoulder to lean on. Kwa hivyo, wenzangu, we are here today because we are here to tackle a problem that many of us prefer to brush under the carpet. Lakini najua there is not a single person in this room who I would ask, who has not come across a problem with mental health. And we need to be able to treat it as a disease. We need to be able to remove the stigma. And when we sat with my colleagues in government, and we realized that the existing situation, ati mtu akipelekwa Mathare, ulikuwa unamutoroka, unamuogopa, ni ndugu yako, ni dada yako, lakini wewe unaona huyu mtu hutaki kukaribia. Tusipojua ya kwamba ni ugonjwa, na ugonjwa ambaye hutibiwi, huwezi pona. Lakini hakuna ugonjwa ukipatikana on time ambayo hauwezi kutibiwa. Na ndipo tukasema inastahili kama nchi tujenge hospitali, na pahali ambapo ni pazuri, pahali ambapo watu wanaweza kuja wapate matibabu ya kisasa katika environment ambayo inastahili, pahali ambapo familia zao zinaweza kuwatembelea, pahali ambapo madaktari sio tu wa Kenya lakini kutoka nchi zingine wanaweza kuja kuungana pamoja nasi kusaidia hawa wenzetu ambao wamekumbwa na hiyo shida, na pahali ambapo wenzetu wanaweza kupona na ndio waweze kurudi shughuli zao mbali na kuungana pamoja na sisi wengine kujenga taifa letu. Kwa hivyo siku ya leo ni siku ya furaha, kwa sababu tuko hapa kukiri ya kwamba katika nchi yetu ya Kenya kila siku tunaendelea kuona wananchi ambao wanagonjeka kwa huu ugonjwa wakiongezeka. Na sitaki niwaambie, kwa sababu hakuna mtu ambaye hajasoma, hajasikia, mtu ambaye ameenda amejiua kwa sababu amejaribu kutafuta mtu ya kuongea na yeye, mtu ambaye ameingia mambo ya dawa za kulevya, mwingine ameenda amechukua bunduki amepiga mwenzake hata kama ni askari. Na ndio anasema hii ugonjwa haijui mtu mkubwa na mdogo, haijui askari, haijui nani, Kila mmoja wetu faces this challenge, and therefore as a nation we must confront it, accept it and fight it so that we protect our people and make them useful citizens of our republic. Na mimi nataka ni washukuru wananchi wa Kajiado kwa sababu hapa kwenu ndipo tutajenga hii hospitali. Na hii hospitali itakuwa ya kisasa, sio hospitali jua kali. Hii itakuwa hospitali ya kisasa, hospitali ambayo itatumia teknolojia ile ambayo ni ya kisasa, hospitali ambayo itakuwa shule ya kufundisha hata wale ambao wako Europa na Amerika watakuwa wanakuja hapa kujifunza. Hospitali ambayo haitatibu tu wa Kenya, itatibu pia wenzetu wa nchi zingine, na hiyo pia itakuwa ni biashara kwenu. Wakija hapa watakuwa wanaishi kati yenu, si ndio hiyo? Wakija kutembelea wagonjwa wanakula nyama yenu, wakija kutembelea wagonjwa wanaishi kwa mahoteli yenu. Si hiyo ni kazi kwenu pia? Ama ni namna gani? Si ni kweli? Na kwa sababu tunataka tuendelee na tutembee pamoja, nimeamuru waziri wa afya ya kwamba kwa sababu tuko hapa Kajiado, si vyema wananchi waone hospitali ya kisasa ikijengwa alafu waulize na sisi jameni, hata tukigojeka hapo, mtu akiwa na accident hapo, mtu anaenda mbali na wanaona hospitali pale wanasema ala, na sisi tuko wapi? Nimeamuru wizara ya afya ijenge hospitali ya kisasa level 4, ambayo wananchi wananchi ambao wanaishi hapa Kajiado wanaweza kuja kutibiwa na kuendelea. Mtafute, hii ni ardhi kubwa, lazima mpate pahali mnaweza kupata mjengee hawa hospitali yao. Si namna hiyo. Na pia kwa sababu tunataka kuhakikisha ya kwamba kando naye wajenge KMTC hapa, ndio watoto wa hapa pia waweze kuwa na nafasi. Ndio area hii iwe area ya kutoa matibabu kwa wananchi wa Kajiado, matibabu kwa wananchi wa ulimwengu ambaye inahusu mambo ya mental health. Si ni namna hiyo? Na ndio tuweze kutembea pamoja. Nataka kushukuru sana serikali ya Italia through the minister here. We want to thank you, Honorable Minister, for the support that you have lent, you and your government have lent to this project, and I am sure you will walk alongside us until we see the final completion of this facility. We are very grateful. I also want to thank Group San Donato, through my good friend Kamal. We thank you also for your commitment to walk alongside with us on this project. We are grateful for your support. Tuwapigieni makofi jameni. Asanteni sana. We are very grateful. Very, very grateful for that. Na pia niseme, na ndio ni uzuri kuwa na watu ambao wako na marafiki wengi. Serikali pia and the Italian government, and we are working through them and the same group, kuona vile Wakenya wenzetu ambao pia, na ndio nasema mjengewe hiyo KMTC hapa, kwa sababu mnajua kule kwao sisi shida yetu, kiangalia Manje pale, sijui waangalie nani, mimi niko na moja, lakini hao wengine wote wako na 2, 3 bibi, hawa wote unaona hapa. Akiulizwa anasema mimi ni wa moja lakini kando. Sasa sisi shida yetu watoto na vijana ni kazi ndio si ni kweli? Lakini kwa wenzetu hawa wazee ndio vijana Sasa sisi jamani, tusomeshe watoto, tuwasomeshe hapa, waende wakafanya kazi huko, watutumie pesa irudi nyumbani. Ama ni namna gani? Ama mwasemaje jamani? Kwa sababu najua nikiwaambia muache kuzaa, hiyo hamwezi, lazima muendelee. Kwa hivyo hiyo muendelee, lakini tutafute kazi, kwa sababu kama haitatoshi hapa, tuende tukatafute nje. Ama ni namna gani jameni? Si ni hivyo? Na mimi najua ya kwamba tukitembea namna hiyo yote yaweza kuwa mema, na tunaweza kuwa na nchi ambaye sisi zote tutajivunia. Kwa hivyo, once again, I thank you, Minister, and I thank the Italian government. I thank Group San Donato for your commitment to partner with us, and I really keenly look forward to the day when we shall come once again together here, even though in different capacity, kwa sababu nitakuwa na kufia ingine, nitakuwa nimekaa hapo na wananchi wale wengine, lakini nitafurahi nikiwa hapa nikiona hii hospitali ikifunguliwa na wananchi wa Kenya wakianza kutibiwa. Ama ni namna gani wenzangu? Si ni hivyo? Kwa hayo machache na mengi, sitaki nizidi hapo, isipokuwa kusema najua mmeshinda hapa, na hiyo mlikuwa mnaongea, lakini hiyo muongee polepole. Kwa nini mnaenda kupiga kelele mbele ya wageni jameni? Mnatulia. Unasema wacha wageni waende ndio tumwambie haya. Lakini RC nimesema kila mmoja ambaye yuko hapa, uhakikishe wakiondoka kila mtu 1000 aende akitumia soda. ndio? Sawa. Mpange namna hiyo kwa sababu hapa hakuna duka hapa. Wasiseme walikuja wakashinda wakigojea rais. Mungu awabariki na walinde. Asanteni sana.
Niombe tuwe watulivu wakati Mheshimiwa Rais anapoondoka. Tutakuwa na picha moja tu pale nje. Tuwe nafasi.
Wewe umelala fofofo. Hata una habari kama huyu ametumwa aje nimalize?
Mimi niwe na wasiwasi? Chief Puka the Great Kahindi.
Laaniwe mimi kusaidia wewe mspider mwangu. Wewe una wasimu.
Machozi ya samaki hayafai chochote hapa. Sikutaki kwangu. Nishakwambia.
Kama anda kwa Laban, hata ni heri shopping yako mregeshe mwenye duka, manake huko pia hayuko.
Umejuaje?